Good evening, Speed Gaming. This is a race for ALTTPR League Season 7. This is co-op duality between Past the Potence and you look like you could use a hook and lamp. I am secretly a sliver, also known as John, and joining me in the booth is Blue Link. How are you doing tonight, Blue Link?
I'm doing pretty good. This mode has been pretty exciting so far. It's only been a day and a bit, and I'm looking forward to another one.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, this is called Duality. It's a bit of an off-the-wall mode. One player must collect 5 crystals and defeat Ganon. It is fast Ganon. In fact, the GT Big Key does not exist in this mode at all, so you will not see the GT climb today. So one player must collect 5 crystals and defeat Ganon, and the other one must pull the pedestal. So each player on each team must do a different goal, so we'll see a lot of looking for stuff for pendant dungeons, and hopefully it'll be a pretty quick one. These tend to go fairly quickly.
Yeah, that's what I've seen so far. When you've only each got to do about half the dungeons in the game at most, ish.
So importantly, there is still an entry requirement for Ganon's Tower. You need 1 crystal to enter Ganon's Tower, so usually that's going to come from one of the shorter dungeons, or just an early dungeon that you can clear right away, as we do get underway with a mushroom in Link's house.
Nice.
Oh, I thought PH was going to go hand it in right away. It's unfortunate. It's like PH is going to South Grove and making sure he gets those bombs.
You know what I find funny about this whole GT key not existing is that after all these years of rando, Ganon finally found a way to stop Link from beating him, but he forgot to get the hole in the roof of his pyramid fixed.
Oh,
Early
and
boots.
some nice boots there from TJ. Neither of Past the Potence went to Uncle yet, but I can't imagine they're going to stay away from there for too long. Right, and Ahab just dropping everything that he was going to do and heading straight up to those boots. For modes where you don't start with boots, it's definitely something you're going to see a lot. Now, this is also full key sanity, as you saw from the small key on Library Ledge, so Past the Potence will not be able to find that right away, but the lamps... I guess the lamps will. I don't want to say their name a million times in a row. Do you know if they have like a shortened version that they prefer?
I certainly don't, but Lamps is nice and short and, kind of adorable.
All of my favorite words are 1 syllable. Alright. Getting some looks at Kakariko. Kind of what I would call an unconventional opener by Past the Potence here, because they're both in Kakariko Village, whereas the lamps have kind of diverged a little bit and are doing more of a coverage approach. And I think we're just syncing up here. Hopefully we didn't lose anyone.
Well, that is the idea. Hopefully hopefully I did the math right.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw James's stream got off to a little bit of a late start there, so. All right. All right, so we have a avalanche of items. A bunch of various keys. We had a book. We found a glove.
We found another glove.
We found another glove. Now, what would really be a dagger to pass the potence here is if they find a moon pearl and they decide to go into the dark world. That would be very unfortunate.
Yeah, they could end up missing those boots for quite a while. Ooh, 8-pack of bombs.
Yeah, TJ also doing a bit of a non-standard routing here, doing mini Moldorm Cave into the dam. Normally people will do the dam first and then follow on over to Ice Rod Cave. I wonder if he's going to follow this to Agina and leave Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah, it's something people do sometimes.
And that is what he's gonna do. Alright, I kind of like splitting those checks just so you get the coverage of the entire map and you don't just leave something all by itself, but it's possible that TJ wants to take the south route and then maybe water walk to Ice Rod Cave after he gets all this stuff out of Kakariko. Because by that point he'll know if he needs Ice Rod Cave or not. Ooh,
Nice sword.
Looks like James is headed over to Agina doing that map split like I was talking about before. PH ripping some keys out of the back of Taha's closet, and let's see what this library key is. Key to pod. Okay, well that's not a terrible key to be missing out on. It'll mess with their logic and their puzzle solving a little bit, but not necessarily a required key.
You know, I was thrown for a minute. I just wanted to make sure those scores are correct. 0-0. They are correct. Both of these teams are 0-4. And in fact, the Misery Mire division is living up to its name. There are 3 of the 7 teams. 7? Yeah, 7. 3 of the 7 teams are 0-4.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, mushroom for bombs.
Okay, I see why James came in here now, because he wanted to dip Desert Palace. Does he have any keys for this? No. I don't know. DP dip with no keys. No, I do normally like to follow early books, but I don't know. I think it's a harder sell in key sanity for me.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a good idea, but I would try to steal the key from the back and save scum it.
If James was gonna do that, he had to check Agina first. Because if you want to save scum the key, you have to do a hard reset, which means you can't do any follow-ups in there. PH will pick up the boots, and that's probably where James is headed next.
Yeah, they might just swap here, pick up the boots and sword each. Ahab?
Looks like PH is headed toward escape, but I'm with you here. I think James is coming up here to get those boots. I think PH should just let him do escape. Go do something else.
I was wondering what Ahab was doing. I think he failed to do the Houlihan and ended up having to walk out of Useless Fairy Cave. But he got it the second time. Oh, the desert
Oh
pig.
boy, Desert Big Key. Okay. We are all booted up here. We'll get a King's Tomb check, which I don't think we've seen. Nothing too exciting there. Up to Ice Rod Cave, and then now, after Ice Rod Cave, the only thing that chat has not seen is Eastern Palace, and we get a key to Hera. Interesting. I guess Zora's technically in logic. Nobody ever wants to go to Zora, though.
PH dodging and weaving through these enemies here, getting through without a scratch.
Some absolute violence coming from the chat. Wow. Ahab doing this whole little interaction on one heart. It's kind of like, have you ever seen the picture of the Mario level where they're essentially the same, as we do find our Moon Pearl here, where the things are essentially the same except one looks harder because of how it's... Anyway, yeah. Because he's fake flippering, it looks harder than it actually is.
I think I understand.
Alright, so the lamps know where their access is. James has just entered Eastern Palace and will find his Moon Pearl. So now we get to figure out what our Dark World plan is. Unfortunately, because this is full key sanity, we do have the Thieves Town Big Key. So we're not sure whether there's going to be a crystal or a pendant dropping from that. And that is a bit of an investment in this mode.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we're gonna get a second look at desert here. Okay, that was Ether in the Eastern Big Key.
Yeah. We'll see if that plays a part here. There aren't... I mean, Pearl Rock could be a pendant for sure. James saying he does not want it.
Interesting. Oh, nice.
Oh. Okay.
I don't think James is gonna, like, rush back for that yet.
Did James not do Saha? Is that what he's doing now? Yeah, I don't see Thieves Town Big on his trackers, so... Yeah, okay, that's what it was. I don't know if that was planned or if that was just a little mid-race moment, but... Anyway, we got there. Third member of Pass the Potence is in chat and maybe does not approve of what her teammates are doing.
It's always funny to me when you see some backseat driving from the third member.
That's the best part of League, honestly, is just watching these races and like watching your teammates race, and it's just completely out of your hands.
Ooh, Ahab down to 1 heart here, needs to... Oh, he's gonna just save him quick.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
he's saying he's got better stuff to do. There was no way he was getting out of that. He was stuck inside that Igor. So just leave it, see if it's required. If it is, just go back for it. Not a huge deal. Kind of pigeonholes TJ later on for when they need to make decisions about medallion lock dungeons, but that's a bit away. We don't really necessarily need to worry about that. Yeah, going up to Skull Woods, did TJ find something up there?
If he did, I missed it. Hey chat, can you tell if the audio desync issue got fixed by switching over to PH's audio? I can't really tell.
All right, TJ now with 3 Turtle Rock small keys. We still don't know whether that's a crystal or a pendant, because this being full key sanity, we need to find the map till we know what the prize of any dungeon is.
Yeah, we are really lacking in dungeon prize information.
Okay, we did talk to Saha and we figured out that Pod is the green pendant. But that's all we've really got so far. Well, Bombos medallion. Yeah, see, this is kind of what I was talking about before. Like, we have both runners in Thieves Town right now on Lamp's side. Not sure if this is planned. Like, if I was playing the seed, I would send one of us to Hype Cave and have the other one knock out Thieves Town, especially Ahab without a sword or a hammer.
It is pretty impressive that we had 3 runners synced better than the audio. Meanwhile, James pulled off a first try Kern jump very well, and he's over here at Catfish.
Yeah, it looks like Ahab just cleared the front of Thieves Town, which is a little more in line with what I expected, but Ahab now going back. He wants to save the frog. Do you like the frog? Are you a frog fan?
Yeah.
We're getting a note from our tracker that Ice Palace is pendant. I guess we saw a map check at some point. Big key to
Okay.
Swamp on Stumpy.
So,
Hopefully that's
two
not
pendant.
important. TJ taking a dive. That did not look intentional. Oh boy. Very unfortunate, yeah. With this, and in co-op, you're always at a lower percent than you ever want to be. We find a hook shot here in Hype Cave, and nothing really much else of consequence. Actually, we found a Meyer map, which could be important. Eastern and Swamp are our red crystals. Question in chat, was Pod Big Key in Shooter Room? I don't believe so. I don't see Pod Big Key on James's tracker. Nice rod. We're getting pretty suited up for Turtle Rock here.
Okay, so seems whatever I
Okay,
was
yeah.
doing hasn't fixed the audio desync. If it's really bad, we'll have to restart the drawing app, but this is livable with for now.
Yeah, I think we're alright. Alright, first crystal in for TJ Maelstrom. He found, what, Bombos in that dungeon? And unfortunately, he took a death pretty deep into it, so... hopefully that won't affect the outcome much. TJ dashing up the ladder and trying to get the purple chest, but unfortunately has not saved the smith.
We did get Quake off the Old Man Rescue. So that
Alright,
is
that's-
knowledge of all three of the medallions for us.
That's all three of them.
Oh, hammer on Spec Rock.
And even knowing that the hammer's on Spec Rock, James is gonna stay in pod. I guess he doesn't have any keys left, so might as well just clear this last check that he has. Oh, baby. Oh, does he have a potion, or are we gonna see a mimic clip?
Well, he is doing. Yeah, I think he's gonna use the green potion.
Okay, he's got a green potion. Well, now I'm sad.
Alright, TJ picking up that hookshot from Hype Cave. Ahab actually just picked up his first sword from Agina a second ago. Oh, the mirror was just right here! Okay, so we also found maps to Skull Woods and Turtle Rock in here.
Yeah, with the maps that we have available, we should we should be able to find a good portion of our pending crystal information between the 4 runners.
Did James find a pod small in pod on the right side? Because he's going back in.
Yes, he did. Okay, I missed the flippers on Smith.
So did I.
Just 4 streams at once. Too many things happening.
Okay, so we had a bottle with a fairy in the big key chest in pod, and it looks like James is going to save scum that key.
Yeah, smart move, honestly. You just had to death warp to the beginning of the dungeon, and you've just found a pod small, so you might as well just check that chest off. I think the peace of mind is worth more than any potential time save that you could get from it. Ooh. He's getting crabbed a little bit, but did end up getting the bomb up there.
Okay, Ahab not far behind PH, getting up the mountain, so it's, the lamps are gonna find all the goodies as well. And Turtle Rock requires Quake. Oh, that's boring.
That is boring. I don't think Past the Potence has found the Ether Medallion. I don't think they ever went to Eastern Big Key Chest, so that medallion check was necessary for them. Will not be for the lamps.
Alright, we found the Hera map. And that was the most useful thing out of Hookshot Cave.
Looks like PH is going to be warping something, though. I didn't catch what was on there.
I thought I saw a key, but I could be completely wrong. Well, it was a safe guess.
Smoky to Desert Palace. Okay, interesting. Still don't have any way to light those torches, but there are 5 items available. Well, I don't remember how many James got, but 5 minus however that many that was.
PH is the only one who can actually get the Ether Tablet item, and it was not worth the time.
I don't know about you, but $5 is $5.
Yeah, I guess. Hera is our 3rd pendant.
Okay, so now we can start crafting who's going to get what here. I think basically the first person that finds the bow is the pendant person. Although with PH having Bombos and probably Hammer soon in hands, he might just go hard after Ice Palace here.
Oh, map check revealing Turtle Rock is a vanilla number 7 crystal. And PH having Master Sword to do spins is not really going to miss not having yet picked up the hammer. I imagine he might have gone for it before doing Moldorm if he was still on Fighter's Sword.
Because of the way he had to... Because of the way he had to get up here, it doesn't matter that much. Also, like, depending on the moldarm pattern, the fighter sword fight could only be like 28 seconds or something. So, like it can actually be faster to save the 2 warps until later.
Came a little bit close to talking to Kirby there. Okay, we have a hammer.
Alright, and where are we going here? The swamp? Do we have a key?
We do not.
Don't. No, doesn't look like it.
Oh, dead rock on the bridge? That's so rude. And it despawned itself. Wonderful.
Yeah, Katy Perry is pretty hot and cold sometimes.
Oh, the filet.
Oh, we got the fillet? Okay. Well, of course. When Pichu is on your team, you are obligated to get the fillet every seed.
TJ found the lamp somewhere and is going to Hera basement.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, it seems the camper had the lamp, which is an appropriate thing for a camper to have. And I think that was a free blue potion off of Waterfall Ferry.
Definitely not going to toss that back.
They have having a little trouble with Herapot here. Just gonna mirror and reset it. And the basement has the big key of Turtle Rock.
Oh,
okay.
No. Okay. Well, Turtle Rock is a crystal. And if Turtle Rock's a crystal, normally by the time you can get in there and kill the boss, then you can get 5 other crystals. So maybe impactful, maybe not. And TJ with 3 small keys and that big key, it's exactly what I would do as well. Is go see if you can get in. And unless he can, okay, he did pick up Quake. Alright, PH mirroring, getting that lamp from under the bridge.
Alright, everybody's got a hammer now. Oh, PH has a castle tower small. So he's gonna go ahead and get both checks out of here.
Yeah, everybody has one. They picked it up in, I believe, Cackwell. EH with a master sword, but can't deal with ball and chain guards.
And here we have TJ Maelstrom opening GT with 1 crystal. It doesn't even spin around, just a little disappointing, but here we go.
Yeah, it just kind of chills out there. I was maybe wondering if that's what PH wanted to do with the mitts and hookshot in hand, but he did not have a crystal. And Hera ended up being a pendant, so that's actually a huge crutch in this mode, that most of the time Hera's going to be a crystal, and you can just grab the crystal out of Hera to gain access to GT. Ooh, Smokey to Swamp in the Stalfos room.
Well, I guess we know where TJ Maelstrom might be going next. And Ahab rushing to Thieves Town to get a crystal so he can also get into GT. Okay,
Boy.
a GG small in tile room.
Classic.
And TJ is gonna go for the out of logic right side here.
Yeah, we'll see if he does a bomb jump, or there was tech recently discovered that we're calling spacewalk. So I wonder if we're gonna see something like that. And I believe it will be spacewalk. Oh, nope, he's gonna just save and quit.
Yeah, chat rightly pointing out that on 2 hearts, he can't bomb jump and then hop in the pit after without dying.
Well, you can spacewalk over.
Well, I don't know, how hard is it to do?
It's just a hook dash.
Okay, I'm a baby random player, I have no idea what that actually is.
So what happens when you hook dash something? It actually, for one frame, it will put you. It will turn your checks off, right? So essentially, if you hook dash to a torch and you're still above a pit, you'll have one frame to get back on land. So as long as you're holding right and you hook dash to that torch, then you can make it.
Interesting.
And he was on the hook shot, so that's what I thought he was maybe doing.
Oh, powder in K45.
PH finally in Ice Palace.
Unfortunately, no Samaria because past Potence has not been to fight blind. And Swamp has the Ice Big. Okay.
Okay, well, that's certainly never burned anybody in a Key Sanity Seed before. Right. So PH did do an NMG run for the first time in a few months the other day. Let's see this Ice Palace bomb jump. Maybe? Okay.
Nice.
Pixels are so small on this layout, I couldn't tell. Went back for the heart 3 times. Really wanted it.
Okay, James is gonna go be blind now, which is good for his team.
Yeah, the other thing that's good for his team is he has the small key while he's in Thieves Town. I don't believe either of the lamps had the small key when they were in Thieves Town.
No, I think we saw it from Ahab, and it was some form of junk. Oh, the fire rod on left side swamp!
Ooh, baby.
So we can go to Skull Woods.
We can go to Skull Woods. Importantly, TJ doesn't have eyes on that ice rod. So
Where was that again?
that was in pod somewhere. In a dark room in pod. So this is going to be TJ's second crystal. He can get a third one out of Skull Woods.
Yeah, I think the goals have been distributed now, pretty clearly. Hey, our first shield.
You can get a fourth one out of Desert Palace. Pat says to skip iced tea and make your partner do it. Fair enough. It's co-op. You're supposed to punish your partner as much as you can, right?
I mean, that might get me into co-op.
If you don't already do co-op, you really should. Co-op is so much fun. It's definitely my favorite way to play Rando. Question from chat. Blue Link, what's duality?
Yep. What is duality? Alright, we've got 2 goals, and one member of each team needs to complete one of those 2 goals. One of them is to get the 3 pendants and pull the Triforce off the pedestal. And the other goal is to collect 5 crystals and drop in and fight Ganon. And unlike most co-op modes that go by average time, the winner is the team that has both players finish first. Alright, here goes Cold Stare fight and Blind fight. One of these is a little more challenging.
Well, I've heard that the Cold Stare fight is scripted, so PH should be fine here.
I've never heard that before.
Oh, right, that's Blind that's scripted. Oh, PH might be in trouble.
That was a well-timed potion.
Yeah, he cleared the flipper checks basically for this reason, like to try and get some additional health, and ended up grabbing a potion from the waterfall fair in a very, very nice finish there. Ahab. Oh no!
Oh no!
He doesn't. Does he have a fairy or something? No, Ahab.
Wait, does he not have any bottles at all?
Oh, there aren't any cracked. I feel like he's gotten one though.
Yeah, there was one that was basically free, right? Alright, but in any case, PH has picked up a second pendant.
Oh. A bow's going to be huge for all of these runners, because we have one crystal on Eastern Palace, and we have the green pendant on Pod, so that's pretty much what we're digging for at the moment.
James is going into the front of escape. I forget what was in here. Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, Big Key of Desert. That seems important.
Okay, so James has a crystal. This would look like a GT play, I would think. Okay, so Ahab coming into this Cold Stare fight round 2 on 5 hearts.
Yeah, I'm wondering if anything is in that bottle for Ahab, or if he's just coming back for revenge.
Oh no!
Doesn't look like there's anything in that bottle. Oh boy.
It might have been the original green potion, but that's not gonna do anything
Nah,
for
it doesn't.
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't really help here. Oh boy.
I'm not sure I like this, especially when you know where the fire rod is.
Fire Rod's pretty inaccessible at the moment. Like
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
there's not really any other reason for Ahab to go in the swamp at the moment.
Oh, good grief. Okay, 1 puff down. Well done.
Okay.
Oh, James is actually going into TR right now. PH has defeated Lanmos for a key to Skull. Oh no, Ahab! That is so unfortunate.
Oh, he almost pulled it out. Well, the good news here is that those deaths may not matter, because it only matters the second person to cross the finish line.
Yes, and usually the pendant player having fewer dungeons to do will end up finishing first.
Honestly, it really depends on the pendant layout, because if somebody has to do Turtle Rock, then they're usually the one that finishes second, for probably obvious reasons.
Oh, of course. Ooh, ouch!
That may have been intentional. I think James wants to go to GT. That was not intentional. Okay.
I mean, he didn't get the Chomp's chest. Okay. PJ Maelstrom doing a hammer moth fight right now. It's going well so far. That's 3. 1 more hit.
I'm not 100% how many of those actually connected. There we go. Much better.
Oh, blue mail, that would have been so helpful a little while ago for Ahab.
Ahab heading to pod here. PH is back to Castle Tower.
Am I missing something? He got both checks in here. He has the second key now, but what is he doing?
Is there something on Lumberjack that we didn't see?
That is entirely possible. I was very distracted at the start of the race. I mean, I'm inclined to believe that there's definitely something he's going for and not that he's making a colossal unforced error right now.
Chat saying there is a small key on Lumberjack.
Okay, that's interesting.
Not sure what small key he could get. Maybe, because I guess because James only has 2 Turtle Rock Smalls? Maybe looking for the third? Maybe looking for Swamp Palace small key, because I don't see it on either of their trackers.
Okay, TJ has returned to GT with the fire rod. And
Alright, let's
Ahab
go,
just going
Ahab.
for a mimic clip.
One more. Oh, it's getting pushed.
Oh no,
Almost,
James
almost.
does not have the TR big.
No. Where was the R big?
Hey, red mail in GT, there's a shovel and a flute. That gets us into the mire area.
Right, TR big is in Hair Basement.
Wait, I looked away. What did Ahab just do? Did he do potion camera unlock?
I think he did, yeah. I think he tried to mimic clip it at first and then left and did a camera unlock.
Okay, so he did have a green then, or something.
Wait, he had that green that came with the bottle, but like it wouldn't have helped him until now.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna find out what this key is shortly. We've seen 1 ice small and I think 2 mire smalls. So there's one of each out there.
Definitely a big play from Past the Potence here. Doing an entire castle tower for 1 small key that may or may not be anything.
And it's, pod.
Odd.
Okay.
Wait, what? I'm confused. Wasn't James gonna open GT? Or did he do Mimic Cave and get locked out?
He did leave after that, yeah.
But shouldn't you do GT after that?
Well, their third teammate Pichu is speculating they may have forgotten that you need 1 crystal to open GT.
Uh-huh.
Also, in all this confusion, looks like left side GT rando room had a bow.
So I believe apparently Ahab also has a bow because he's opening pod.
Oh, I just assumed wrong. It was actually in pod, so yeah, bow in pod, great. Yeah, obviously if TJ had the bow, he would not be doing this. He did switch to the red boomerang.
Yeah, that's the more to fend them off, because rather than to do actual damage to these guys. Because the red boomerang does do damage, and the blue boomerang does too, but it takes like 1/64th of their health. And fighter sword slashes take about an 1/8 or a 16th. I don't remember which.
Well, TJ gets through that. Ahab got through Dark Turtles. Oh look, another bottle. A big key to Eastern, and the other bow. No way. That is so
Ain't
rude.
no way. Oh, that's go mode for you look like you could use a hook and lamp.
They don't know about that sword yet in Desert, but I imagine they won't miss it.
Doesn't look like. Does TJ have the Desert Big Key?
Neither of them do. I don't think they've been to escape. Okay, well, PH is now entering GT. And sword beam strats at least are tolerable against Narmos, so we might see that. James gonna join him, looks like.
Yeah, I don't think they have very much left. I think Pichu had it right that they forgot that GT opened at 1 crystal. And now they've done everything else. Or this might be intentional. You know, leave, because normally you do find your go mode in GT, so... PH saving keys here.
Okay, TJ gonna go for Eastern. This will be crystal number 4. And he has Meyer available. Ahab going back for revenge against Cold Stare again.
Yeah, and like I was saying before, like all Ahab needs to do is kill Cold Stare, and the deaths that happened before don't really matter, because he will finish first by a good bit.
Oh, James
Assuming...
is stopping to. Oh, this could be unfortunate if he leaves without the bow.
Oh no!
Oh, this is interesting.
So left and went back in.
And a reminder for everyone new to this mode, which is pretty much all of us, the GT Big Key does not exist. We cannot climb even if we wanted to.
And echoing what Blue Link said a minute ago, GT Big Key does not exist. You cannot go. I mean, you can try to go upstairs in GT, but you'll get like 3 rooms in and get locked out.
Oh, PH not having powder couldn't powder Bob to get sword beams back. This is this is so unfortunate. No way, James is going back in again. Oh, PH. Oh no!
Okay.
Meanwhile, TJ has picked up crystal number 4. Oh no! Okay, well, James using that extra key, at least this is going to be peace of mind here.
The lamps still need to hunt sword, and Meyer only has 8 items in it, so, you know, there are 3 swords left in the entire game.
Okay, Ahab is back here with hammer. No fire rod, but just more hearts. It looks like, oh my goodness. And a blue potion. Yay!
And a potion in hand, which is very, very important.
Looks like missing that ether for past the Potence might... I mean, it probably won't matter, but it was required for Meyer.
Oh, boy.
This is too much. Oh no!
Not again. Does he have another one? Does he have another potion?
I don't think he... Oh no!
No! Ahab, no!
Oh no! Okay, James actually dropping in with sword beams here. Should be able to deal with Armos, unless he takes an unfortunate hit. I jinxed it. And we're doing Master Sword Slashes, which deal less damage than Fighter Sword Slashes.
Yeah, what he should be doing here is exactly what he just did, is try and charge it and then do some pokes.
Well, what is kind of unfortunate here is PH needs that bow to beat Pod for his goal, but he's dipping a crystal dungeon right now because he wasn't able to beat Armos Knights, and yeah. And nothing interesting in Meyer so far that I saw.
Right, because flute is, what, pod big chest, right? No? Okay.
Oh, shield number 2.
Well... James beeping a little bit, but, all he has to do is just stand here until this dude dies.
Alright!
Going back for round 4 for Cold Stare.
And PH gonna be getting the awful news that you probably want a bow to go get that other bow.
Yep.
Okay, PH is gonna find that fire rod. TJ doing cape strats here, fighter sword spins. So TJ is gonna pick up crystal number 4 and temporarily have a 4-1 crystal lead over James, but I still feel like Past the Potence has the advantage here.
Yeah, this sword hunts are brutal. Like, a sword hunt at the end of the seed is low-key probably even worse than an ice rod hunt. Just, I mean, not from the probability perspective. It's more like, there are 3 of these things in the game. Why haven't I found one yet?
Okay, so TJ already did Eastern.
I'm guessing PH full cleared swamp because he is the pendant person, and he was looking for another sword or the other bow for James.
Hey, a free blue potion. I mean, you'll take that.
Sure. Especially with some of the boss troubles that his partner has been having.
Okay, so now PH is gonna go take a trip back to GT. Alright, so that fire rod in Swamp is locking Skullwoods and TR, and logically locking the flute on right side GT, but Ahab, fourth time, finally gets the better of Cold Stare, has picked up pendant number 3. Well done. Congrats on sticking it out. And we can finally relax.
Now TJ gonna go to Pyramid Fairy, hope for a vanilla sword.
Alright, so past the Potence actually has quite a bit they need to do to catch up here. But the lamps, they just need to find a sword, and if they find that, they both already have their goals. Ahab will just have to pull Ped, and TJ will have to go fight Ganon. Ahab's just gonna go complete the goal right now, it looks like. You have to watch the credits, and then you can re-enter the game and continue looking for things that would help your partner. The skull would speak. There's the sword. That's go mode for the lamps. And TJ's right here on the pyramid.
All right, now we just need a pig to explode.
Alright, Master Sword Silverless. That free blue potion's quite the asset to have in this case. That was a really quick turnaround. And of course, we get to note that marking one runner done declares their team the winner. That's not quite determined yet.
Yeah, it's the winner is determined based on second finisher of the team. It's not quite in the books yet, but it is looking fairly in Lamp's favor.
Yeah, it's just not a case of somebody jumping the gun. It's everybody has a first time they learn that clicking that button makes the winner show up. Okay, TJ doing some good cape strats, down to 1 heart, but is going to use that blue potion, and it's into phase 3 now. PH is still doing Master Sword slashes.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, the way Armor's Knights are programmed, Master Sword Slashes actually do less damage than Fighter Sword Slashes.
Look, this race has been really entertaining for a number of reasons. I'm glad that the runners are continuing to keep us entertained.
I mean, this is Master Sword Silverless here on TJ's side. Like, you can get to spin 23 and get knocked off very, very easily.
You know, I'm a little embarrassed to admit I don't recognize this music from Breath of the Wild.
I believe the maker of this MSU pack was in chat, so can Ask them.
Okay, it's a divine beast. Let me guess. Not Varuta. Alright, PH picked up the bow. Does not need the Eastern Big. And that is Ganon down for TJ Maelstrom as soon as he crosses this bridge. He's going to win it for his team. And you look like you could use a Hookin. Lamp is going to finish with an official time of 109.11 and claim their first win of this league season. GG's.
GG's. And we're seeing some start menus here, so we're yes, they have put in a double forfeit. And looking at the race chat, yeah, indeed they did forget that T opens with 1 crystal, which is unfortunate. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be joined by the lamps at least. We'll see if Past the Potence makes an appearance or not.
Alright, welcome to our winners, TJ Maelstrom and Ahab. Congratulations and GG.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was ugly for me, though.
Oh, but I'm dazzlingly pretty.
Oh my god. I can't believe I died that many times to cold sir, dude. Like, that's embarrassing.
Okay, I did have 1 flub in Thieves Town, so let's not talk about that. But other than that, oh girl, I'm so gorgeous.
Well, they don't draw pictures of how it happened. They just give you the box score, right?
Here's what is.
So, there was another sword available. It's going to be a bit of a pain for you to get. You needed the Desert Big from the front of Escape to get it from the big chest.
Ha! Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if the front of Escape was going to be a bit of a problem, but I mean, if I didn't find that sword there in that pyramid, like I was primed to go in to do that, so I don't know. I don't know how much time it would have put us behind there, so
well, with both of your opponents forgetting that GT was open at 1 crystal, they both had different times that they could have gone in, and they didn't. So
I see. Oh man, yeah, that GT was really important for me. We had a bit of serendipity with how that went. Me getting the sword early out of Regina's cave allowed me to do Thieves Town earlier than Ahab, which allowed me my 1 crystal to get to GT. And then I found Swamp Small, which has led to another crystal. And then what else was in that 1 chest over there? I don't remember what was on that side, but I tried to do the lamp thing for the right side, but I didn't have enough health, so I had to bail. So I just went right to Swamp, seeing what was there, and was pleased to see the Fire Rod, although I think Ahab could have made good use out of that. Yeah. So, yeah, I had like I said, my route was very serendipitous. So things just kept lining up as far as, go to Swamp, get this crystal, get the Fire Rod, go to Skull Woods, get that crystal, and then Flute and... there's a flute in the flute in GT, and then the bow in Eastern Palace Big gave me like an alternative and out for either, so I didn't have to do both Misery Mire and Turtle Rock. And then that sword and pyramid lined up perfectly, so couldn't ask for better.
Yeah, it really did. You're like, oh, you can just go to Ganon right now.
Yeah,
I do have a question for you about that right side GT play without the Fire Rod. There's this cool new tech that Sean was telling me about. Do you know how to do that?
The new tech?
Yeah, so
I'll take a look at it
it's-
because I perfected the old tech. So
it's
Yeah.
it's called spacewalk. Basically, you hook dash to the bottom pixel of the torch, and the hook dash keeps you above the pit for 1 frame, so that you can stay on top. And we are going to be joined by past the Potence, James FNX and PH. GG to both of you.
Hey guys,
Yo, GG's.
GG, guys.
that was a really stressful one.
Yeah, I mean, well, mostly because you didn't realize how far ahead you were.
I mean, we were pretty much like running on low level equipment and some high level dungeons for a bit, and that gave us a bit of like, struggle there. But we managed.
Yeah,
I don't know.
How far along were you guys when we finished?
Oh, we still have a lot of so I don't know if we forgot about 1 Crystal GT.
Yeah, I heard that part. So that does
Which
suck.
Yeah,
It's
we were
not-
10.
it's not
We were 10
great.
plus minutes behind.
Oof,
Yeah,
alright.
I will say though, Aga is 0 blue balls, FYI.
Damn, you went for that key.
Just in case you were wondering. Because we thought that like we're literally sitting there talking, and I'm like, oh, what could it be? Da, 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 da. Oh, there was a small key on Lumberjack. Maybe that's Swamp Small.
I
so
see.
that's why.
Okay.
And it was. I mean, I don't think we covered ourselves in glory outside of that, but that unfortunately makes it that makes it really tough because we're just doing so much really really slow stuff while you guys are probably get on path a lot quicker.
So I was describing how serendipitous my route was before you guys arrived. Like I
nice.
every step along the way seemed to be the right one.
Which were the 2 crystals that you skipped? Just out of curiosity.
I managed to find a flute in GT, so I skipped TR and I skipped Desert.
Really? So
Yeah.
you skipped. Wow. Was it right side?
Yes.
Ah, okay. that's
Yeah,
fine.
we weren't getting that one.
Mm.
Our go mode was so we were actually really far behind because we would have what would our crystal skips have been, James?
Meyer
Meyer.
TR.
Meyer TR. It's always Meyer TR. And like
Yeah.
TR was like I was primed to do that. I was ready. I had all 4 keys, big key, Samaria, both rods. I was ready for it. Like I know where the ice rod is. I was ready to do it. I'm always frothing at the mouth to go into TR, but honestly surprised I didn't have to. I thought this was where my other sword was going to be, but then I just tripped over one in Pyramid Fairy, and okay. Thanks.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we were really far behind because we didn't do any of that. Where's Ice Rod?
In
Oh,
Paul.
we had Ice Rod. I had Ice Rod
Oh,
forever.
we did. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We never had TR Big.
I don't remember where that was.
That was Hera Basement.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yes. Okay.
Fun.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, I mean it's tough to say too much. I wouldn't be surprised if we were behind even before the final 30 or so minutes, but I thought it was kind of an awkward opening. Unfortunately, the resources were really tight. I don't know about you guys. I got really bad drop luck and kind of
We were okay. We were fine on resources early. We got early bombs. Got those boots pretty early. Money was not an issue. Yeah, I mean we had our opening was pretty solid. Got the Moon Pearl pretty nice and early. It's a Depth Eastern. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was actually wondering about that. Yeah, because I hit Saha and dipped with my one remaining bomb.
Right.
But it was I think that probably so we were probably chasing for pretty much the whole seed then.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Well,
Um,
I did shout you out in my file name though, so if anybody was wondering what that sequence of numbers was.
I appreciate it. Oh, very good. Yes,
Oh,
excellent. I didn't even know. I didn't have the stream preview up. That is well.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem, TJs. You took all my power. That's
Oh,
very
no. I elevated is what I did. God. No, the spiral went further outward, right? So I was able to check. I was able to check like higher spheres. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
I think that's probably it. Yes.
Okay.
TJ, can I just ask you, what's 13 plus 21?
13 plus 21 is oh, okay. Yeah, that's
just gonna ask.
You tried.
Yeah.
For effort.
Damn it. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. Well, at least I got 1321. Okay.
I'll be honest, TJ. I didn't notice. Thank you. As far as I'm aware, it looks great. You guys won, so it's correct.
I work at a middle school.
I would hope your students know what 13 plus 20. Anyway,
Look, when you're busy teaching, functions to 8th graders, a basic arithmetic gets lost along the way sometimes.
Fair enough. Thank you all for coming out and putting on a good show for us. And thank you to you, Blue Link, for signing up to come with me. So SpeedGaming wasn't suffering with a whole hour of only me.
Hey, that's my line. But it was a pleasure, and this is a really fun mode, and I hope we'll get to do some more of these.
At least one more. Oh, you mean comment?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, plenty of time to do that this week.
Oh, we've got one more on Sunday, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so there are more of these races coming up every day on SpeedGaming channels. Make sure you pay attention to the SpeedGaming schedule, which somebody can link in chat because I don't know what the bot command is. And I believe that's it for me.
Thank you to our trackers, Renox and Derek Sharna. This is tough, and they did a great job. Thank you again to the runners for putting on an excellent show. It was really entertaining for some good reasons and some other reasons. And thank you everyone for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.